All right, so beautiful afternoon. It's a beautiful Monday morning or Monday afternoon or Monday evening, depending from which area that you are or which of the country that you are. All that you have to do is speak the wonderfuls into your current time zone. Well, for we in Nigeria here, it's a beautiful morning and it's a Monday morning and it's a new week, and we are so thankful to God for the privilege of bringing us into another new week. So what I want to say this morning is that if you look at the time, we are in the month of February, and whether you like it or not, February is gradually bidding us a farewell. Today happens to be the 24th of February, just a couple of more days, or 23rd, to go remaining for February to actually bid us farewell. The one thing that I've come to realize in life is that friend is a friend. That time is a friend to no one. Nobody can claim monopoly of time. You can only seize the opportunity of the time, that you have been privileged to have, because the one thing that I've come to also realize again is that time doesn't wait for anybody. Time is a friend to no one. It's just all by himself. So how you get to utilize your time is how you seize the privilege that you've been given to the time that you've been blessed with, and then utilize it to the very max. It's funny how people think that they have forever. I wish that we did have forever. Life would have been beautiful, but the sad news is that we don't have forever. The only thing that we have is the day that we are privileged to wake up to every morning. And that is why it's paramount that we ensure that every day that we have been privileged to wake up to every day, that it counts. Make sure that you utilize it so that when you sit back, you can say, whoa, this and this and this are the things that I was able to do today. Because tomorrow is not promised. Tomorrow is in the hands of God. Only God knows what will happen tomorrow. But for man, our leverage is today. Our assurance is today. Our determination is centered on today, because the today that we have been blessed with, it is certain, we can see it. That is why you have to seize the opportunity. For me, I do not like procrastination. You know why? Because procrastination is one thing that makes you to want to, think that you have time, but the sad truth is that you really do not have the time. You don't have the time. That is why for every day that anyone is being blessed to wake up to, you've got to make the best of it. You've got to utilize it. You've got to make sure that it's achievable. You've got to make sure that it was indeed resultful. You've got to make sure that it was well utilized. Don't let any day that you've been privileged to see just go like that without you not looking back to say, oh, I am so glad that I was able to do this and I was able to do that. Can I say what I said earlier? That time is a friend to no one. Tomorrow is in the hands of God, and no man knows tomorrow. Anything can happen tomorrow. But what you are being blessed with is the today that you have been given and that you have woken up in. Seize it, utilize it, maximize it, and make sure that it ends up becoming resultful. Don't let any day, any second, any minute, any hour that you've been blessed with to pass without you not seizing the opportunity to utilize this very time that you have been given. Time is a friend of no one. I hope that someone hears what I just said. Whatever it is that has been in your mind to do, today is another day. You can give it a shot. If you do not fail, you will not know your weaknesses. And if you do not succeed, you will not realize your strength. So the failure and the success, they are all part of what would make you to become you. It unifies you and it redefines you. And then you see the better version of you. Because if you fail, you have understand that there are things that you ought to have done that you didn't do. And then you go and do it, means that failure won't come again. And when you succeed, then it gives you also the leverage to strive the more. And you see yourself, because there is this satisfaction that comes when you're doing stuff and then you're excelling in it. But the part that people don't want to relate with is the failure part. Failure is not a stigma. Failure only means that there are things that you ought to have done that you didn't do. It's just like when you work in an official environment and your boss issues you query. It's not that your boss is witch hunting you. Your query is just that it simply means that there is something that you would have done right that you didn't do right, that you did wrong. So all the things are mindset. Do not allow procrastination take the very best of you and seize the opportunity that you have been blessed with. Time is a blessing. And for every time that have passed, you cannot undo them, or neither can you bring them back. Do you feel me? You read me, right? I'm just trying to say that you've got to utilize this very day that God has blessed you with. And for every day that you wake up to, it's a great privilege. Seize it, utilize it, and maximize it, and make sure that you see profit in all that you do. Don't waste your time, your energy, investing in things that are not profiting. That is you also wasting the time that you have been blessed with. Until when next I see you, I'd like you to always know that God loves you, He cares about you, and that you are the very heartbeat of God, and you are all that matters to God, and God is so much in love with you. And the way that God loves you, you will never get to experience that love anywhere else. Only God can love you the way that He loves you. Stay blessed, stay positive, and remember that you are a star and you must shine, because the world doesn't want to miss your brightness.